Okay, remove the nut covers first. Then find the right socket size to fit the wheel nuts, which is this one. Place it on the extending spanner. Loosen the nuts anti-clockwise, just a slight half a turn first. Then you have to take the locking wheel nut. There's one for in the toolkit that fits one bolt on each wheel. Then you place the jack under the car. It has to be in the correct place. You'll see on the sill of the car there is an indentation, and this bit goes into the jacking points on the chassis of the car where that indentation is. Critical you do that on the inside, not on the outside. The jack has a ratchet action. It's reversible. Clockwise to raise the car, anti-clockwise to lower the car. Once the wheel is elevated off the ground, you can then remove the nuts fully. The wheel is now off. As you can see, I've removed the spare wheel from the boot and placed it on the car. Put the wheel nuts on. They're just hand tight at this stage. Then you lower the jack down, so that would be turning the ratchet anti-clockwise to lower, and then once on the ground we tighten the wheel nuts fully with a wheel brace to secure the wheel onto the car. Just a reminder that when putting the wheel nuts on, the holes on the wheel have to line up with the holes on the car. Okay. Just a point of note, there's a spacer on the spare wheel here, this black disc that allows it to fit exactly onto the car. That remains with the spare wheel. If it does tend to stick on the hub of the car here, take it off if you're not using the spare wheel. Okay, the original wheel is back on. That's a hand tight. I'm now going to lower the jack, so I reverse the ratchet around into the undo direction. It's anti-clockwise. Okay, important, once the wheel is on the floor, secure the wheel nuts tightly. Don't be afraid to apply pressure to the brace, the spanner. Better to have too tight than too slack the wheel nuts. Once secure, fit the wheel caps, decorative caps on. 4 will be exactly the same, but you'll have one that is slightly different, that fits onto the locking wheel nut. Just push them on. Should feel some kind of click. The actual wheel kit comes with the spare wheel shown below, the jack and the spanner, the wheel brace to take the wheel nuts off, some gloves. There's a cover for the wheel that you're taking off to keep that clean if you need to put it inside the car rather than in the boot. There's also a torch, a high-vis jacket, a rain poncho, and in here is a safety triangle that you can place further up the road to warn drivers, and a kneeling mat, which is a great idea. Spare wheel is now in the boot and it's secured by this wheel lug here, anti-clockwise to undo, clockwise to tighten. When taking the wheel out, you can see it's slightly under the cover here, so you have to lift this side up to get the right angle in and out. Okay, the wheel is now in. The nut cap remover is placed in the toolkit here. That is your lock-in wheel nut key. That has to remain with the car forever. Jack is in the box, so to speak. and the rest of the tools will be in this bag, which will be placed in here. Okay, shelf is now in on a higher setting.